Next one, test for convergence of summation 1 by n into 2 power n. N 2 power n. Can you get same like that? So here it is. First sum. Let un is equal 1 by n into 2 power n. Same like as previous one. Can you write the condition since n into 2 power n is greater than or equal to 2 power n? Is this satisfies this condition or not? For all n belongs to n. For all n belongs to n. So natural number sum. If you are taking 1, what we'll get? 1 into 2 is nothing but 2, and 2 power 1 is also 2. 2 is equal to 2. That's why we chosen r equal. Next, n is equal to 2 ohm. So n is equal to 2 is nothing but 2 into 2 square. So that is 2 cube. And here also same thing. So n is equal to 2. And next n is equal to 3 like that. We can take Vn also 1 by n, but we can't satisfy that condition. No? If you take 1 by n and next to 1 by n cancel 1 by 2 power n. So 1 by 2 power infinity, that is indeterminate form. 1 by 2 power infinity is nothing but indeterminate form. So that's why we can't write like that. Okay. Next one. So this is, and now you can take reciprocal. If you take reciprocal, what we'll get? 1 by n into 2 power n is less than or equal to 1 by 2 power n. And now is this in the form of like this or not? Un less than or equal to k into Vn. And now what we can choose here? Vn is nothing but take summation Vn is equal summation 1 by 2 power n. Same like as previous one. If we expand this series, we'll get it as 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 2 cube plus and so on. So simply what we can write, summation Vn is convergent. Summation Vn is convergent by geometric series. By geometric series with P is equal, sorry, with R is equal. R is equal to how much here it is having? 1 by 2, which is less than 1. So summation Vn is convergent. Obviously, by comparison test, what we can say that by comparison test, summation Un is also convergent. This is the actual definition we are using. So summation Un is also convergent. Summation Un is also convergent. This one. Okay. Next. Next question. So next one, test the convergence of the following series. Summation n is equal 1 to infinity sine square 1 by n. So you people can solve sine 1 by n. I am explaining here sine square 1 by n. Okay. So this is how to write this one. This is also one of the different model. Let un is equal, here it is having sine square 1 by n. Sine square 1 by n. So this is nothing but simply what we can write, sine 1 by n whole square, sine 1 by n whole square. So do you know the expansion of sine x? Sine x is nothing but simply what we can write, x minus x cube by 3 factorial plus x power 5 by 5 factorial minus and so on. So this is the expansion of sine x. Here it is having in place of x what we have 1 by n. So if you write this one 1 by n, and next here it is having 1 by 3 factorial into 1 by n cube. Okay, so 1 by n cube plus 1 by 5 factorial into 1 by n power 5 minus and so on and whole square. So this is equal. So here it is having what we can take common from this entire series. 1 by n, I'm going to take the common one. And what we'll get? 1 minus 1 by 3 factorial into n square plus 1 by 5 factorial into 1 by n power 4 minus and so on and whole square. So AB whole square is nothing but simply what we can write 1 by n square into then simply 1 minus 1 by 3 factorial n square plus 1 by 5 factorial n power 4 minus and so on whole square. Now can you take Vn term from this? Take summation Vn is equal. Take summation Vn is equal summation 1 by n square. And now you can calculate limit n tends to infinity un by vnm, un by vn. So that is nothing but. So un is nothing but what we simplified. That one we can write 1 minus 1 by 3 factorial is nothing but 6n square. And this is plus and so on whole square by, and vn is nothing but 1 by n square. Here it is having 1 by n square, 1 by n square, both will cancel. And what about remaining? And this total one, limit n tends to infinity. So if we substitute infinity in place of n, here it is having this term becomes 0, and rest of all the terms it is having n terms. So anything by infinity is 0. And what about remaining? Only you have 1 square, that is nothing but 1, which is not equal to 0. And then summation vn, what we can say that summation vn is convergent, right? By which test? By p test. By p test with p is equal how much here? P is equal to 2, which is greater than 1. So therefore by comparison test summation un is also convergent. Summation un is also convergent. Is it right? Suppose sine 1 by, what about that? If suppose the given problem is sine 1 by n without having square term, then is this convergent or divergent? Ratio test. Next one, D'Alembert's ratio test. So this is will say that ratio test, or we can give specific name for that one as D'Alembert's ratio test. Okay. So what is the statement of that one? So for all the tests what we are going to apply, already we said, so all those tests are only for positive series sum. If summation un is a series of positive terms, it means that series consisting of positive terms such that limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 is equal to L. Then first condition, summation un is convergent. Summation un is convergent if L greater than 1. And second one, summation un is divergent if L less than 1. And next, third one, the test fails. So here test fails also. So the test fails to decide the nature of the series, to decide the nature of the series if L is equal to 1. L is equal to 1. So it means first summation un. The given series is a positive series sum. It means it consisting of all the positive terms on, such that this condition you need to calculate here. Okay, limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1. From where we'll get these things? Un is nothing but from the given problem. And un plus 1 where you will get? Just by substituting in un n as n plus 1. After substituting, you need to get a value, right? Some value you will get. Based on that value, we are deciding the nature of that particular series. What about that nature? When we say that convergent, if we are getting the value of L is greater than 1, then we'll say that this series is convergent. If suppose if you are getting the value of L is less than 1, then we'll say that that series is divergent. Suppose if we get L is equal to 1, so then we'll say that this test fails. So we should not leave as it is if it is fails. We have to say that either it is convergent or divergent each case. Suppose if test fails, you need to decide the nature again, either it may be convergent or it may be divergent. For that, in some of the cases, you may use comparison test. Okay, if L is equal to 1, or P test you may apply, okay, based on the problem, or geometric series in some of the cases may apply, or limit n tends to infinity un not equal to 0, then the series is divergent. That one also we can apply. Or in most of the cases we use one more test, that is nothing but Rabi's test. Okay, if ratio test fails, maximum we use this one, Rabi's test, we will use that. Okay, so that Rabi's test is one of the tests here in series and sequence and series. Okay, so this one if possible, this one, if possible this one. If any one of these cases are not possible, then you can go for Rabi's test by taking L is equal to 1. Okay, so this is the one, the statement of ratio test. Or same this one, you can use another condition also. So here you can use limit n tends to infinity un by ul is equal to L, or simply you can apply this one also, un plus 1 by un. This one also you can apply. Either you can use this condition or this condition for ratio test. Limit n tends to infinity un plus 1 by un is equal to L. Un is equal to L. Here it is, you can use this condition for saying the nature of that series. L when it is, if summation un is convergent, summation un is convergent if L less than 1. L less than 1 and summation un is divergent if L greater than 1. And third one, test fails if L is equal to 1. Okay, when you're solving the problem, you can use any one of that, either this condition or this condition. Maximum we use this condition. Okay, if you want, you can use this one also, limit n tends to infinity un plus 1 by un. But these conditions you need to remember important thing. So if you are using this condition, if L greater than 1, then only we say that is convergent. But if you are using this condition, if L less than 1, that is convergent. Okay, so whatever the condition you are applying, you need to remember these conditions. And test fails means same thing, either Rabi's or comparison test, green geometric series, which one is applicable for the problem, that one you can apply. And most probably you can use Rabi's test also. So by ratio, a test which fails ratio test, simply you can use Rabi's test. So in Rabi's test you can get it easily that. So let us see the statement of that one also. And here it is, Rabi's test. Rabi's test. This is also one of the tests. So, but when we use this test, whenever ratio test fails, we use Rabi's test. We never use it specifically for the given series. Okay, for the given series, when we use Rabi's test, if the ratio test fails. So in this case only we use rabbit test. Don't see in a new test this is. Okay, whenever ratio test fails, in that case only we use rabbit test. What is the statement of this one? Let summation un be a series of positive terms, such that limit n tends to infinity. This is the condition only different. N into un by un plus 1 minus 1 is equal to L. Okay. N into un by un plus 1 minus 1 is equal to L. Then first one, summation un is convergent if L greater than 1. The next second one, summation un is divergent if L less than 1. Third one, the test fails if L is equal to 1. So don't see that I already said this is not a new test. First you need to apply ratio test for the given problem. After applying that, suppose if you got the limit value is 1, then you need to apply for Rabbit's test. In that Rabbit's test, which condition we have to apply? Limit n tends to infinity n into un by un plus 1 minus 1 is equal to L. This test we have to apply. Here also we get some value, right? So based on this value, we'll write that one. If summation un is convergent when it is, if you got the value is L greater than 1. And in that case, L less than 1, divergent will say that. Suppose if you are getting 1 also here also, then we go for another test that is nothing but logarithmic test. Okay. So it doesn't happen that much lengthy one. So max, so you may get it as Rabbit's test only if ratio test fails. Here also if it fails means then we go for logarithmic test. Okay, that is a different one. Okay, so this is ratio test and Rabbit's test.